sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. 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 Sun, 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 here we come.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. Here we go. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's a little too hard. We gotta practice now. Hare Krishna, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. All right, let's chant some japa. Save my voice here a little bit. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare Rama
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Rama Hare
Rama Hare Rama
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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Rama Hare
Rama Hare
Rama
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 Rama Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama
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 Hare
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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama
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 Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hari Hari Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Rama Hare Rama
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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Rama
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 Rama Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Rama Hare
Hari Ram, Hari Ram,
Rama
Ram Ram, Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hari
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hari
Rama
Ram,
Hare Rama
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna, Hari
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Ram, Hari Ram, Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hari Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Ram,
Rama
Hari
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram, Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna, Hari Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hari 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 Ram, Hari Ram, Ram Ram, Hari 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 Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari 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 Ram, Hari Ram, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Hari Rama, Hari Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna, Hari
Rama
Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Rama Rama, Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Rama, Hari
Krishna Hare
Rama.
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna, Hari
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Rama, Hari
Hare
Rama. Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari 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 Rama, Hari Rama.
Rama
Rama Rama, Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna, Hari
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hari
Hare
Rama.
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Krishna, Hari
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hari Hari.
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hari 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 Rama, Hari Rama. Rama Rama, Hari 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 Krishna, Hari Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari Krishna,
Hare
Hari Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari. Hari
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Rama.
Rama Rama Hare
Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya, Shri
Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya, Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama.
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare Bo,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hari Hari
Rama Rama Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hari Hari Hari
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Hari Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hari Hari Rama Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hari Hari Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama Rama Hari
Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Hare Rama 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 Hari
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama 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 Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari
Krishna,
Hari Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna.
Hari Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hari
Rama Rama, Hare
Hari Rama Hari Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hari Hari Rama
Hare Rama,
Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Rama
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari Hari
Hare
Hare Rama Hari Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hari Rama Hari Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hari Hari Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hari
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hari Hari Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari
Hare Rama,
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hari Hari Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Rama, Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
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 Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Rama
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama, Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare.
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama. Rama, Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
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 Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Jaya
Rama,
Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinoda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Let's see. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Let's see. Let's see here. Anchalila, chapter 13. No, chapter 12. The loving dealings between Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Jagadananda Pandit. Chapter 12, Anchalila. And we'll go to we'll just start from the beginning here. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Jesus. All glories to the assembled devotees. Yes. Thank you for being here. So I'll start reading a little bit. O devotees, may the transcendental life, O devotees, may the transcendental life, may the transcendental life and characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always be heard and chanted and meditated upon with great happiness. O devotees, may the transcendental life and characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always be heard, chanted, and meditated upon with great happiness. See, so if you get this great happiness, if you feel happiness hearing about Lord Chaitanya's characteristics from these books, you're very fortunate. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is all merciful. All glories to Nityananda Prabhu, who is an ocean of mercy. Usually people only have this, it's all in name only still, oh yeah, Lord Chaitanya is all merciful. He's all merciful. Krishna is all merciful. Yeah, what does that look like? Looks like this. It looks like many people getting ecstatic devotion. It looks like many people developing attachment to Lord Chaitanya's characteristics, Radha and Krishna's characteristics. It looks like ecstatic devotion or life's ultimate goal, love of Godhead, awakening in devotees more and more. People making very quick progress. Okay? That's, we need, how can you say, how hypocritical to glorify the Lord with words that you don't understand. All merciful. This is that's what we hear so much. Oh, I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. The Lord is merciful. The Lord is merciful. My Guru is merciful. Ma is merciful. See? So when it becomes real, see, it becomes embodied in your body. See, the Guru's mercy is in your body. See? Then you can speak something, right? You know that mercy personally. Now, what a difference in that kind of speaking. That holds an impact. Yeah, those words can be very simple. See, like when Prabhupada wrote, he wrote from realization. And Bhakti Vinod too. I was reading something by Bhakti Vinod. I thought, my God, it was just now, a little while ago. But it was so deep, I don't know if I can get into that here. And it was so like, yeah, nobody can write like that. These deep conceptions of bhakti. That's why I know that this line was real, that he's in the line. Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta, they all have the same deep understanding. And you should know now, where is the real line? The one who has the real line, who's carrying it forward, has to have that kind of deep understanding. Otherwise, the line is broken. Or that's a fake line, a false followers. Not, a lot of people think if they've been initiated by Prabhupada, they're in the line. Are you kidding? No, where's the current? Where's the current flowing from the disciplic succession? Not just, coming from Prabhupada or Bhaktisiddhanta or Jagannath Das Babaji. They carry the current that comes all the way back from Lord Caitanya and Nityananda. And that is an ecstatic current. And ultimately, it's pushing to be revealed. It's pushing, like how rivers, they go under the ground. And at some time, they come up into the surface. They must. Otherwise, how are you going to get the water? What, do you want the underground current, coming from Prabhupada? Where's the water? Where's the water? The water is the deep conclusions. Even Bhakti Vinod said these conclusions cannot be understood by neophytes. They have to be explained by the realized devotees. And they must be understood, because so many people are faking these things. Even on, they're faking out being pure devotees. Maybe I will get into this thing. It'll blow your mind. This stuff is amazing. Is exactly what I had to confront when I was with the Radhakund Babajis and Narayan Raj. And they all projected it on me, saying I had this fault. I'll get it. Yeah, well, I guess I'm meant to get into it. Let's see how it goes over here. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to give Lalita a link, and Sachi, they can look at it. Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Yeah, and this is just in this preface, this 2 paragraphs is unbelievable, man. Yeah. I'll put it in a private chat. And whoever can explain this properly has the real bhakti. The others who project what you're going to read here, say the ones who have the real bhakti, they project their illusion on them. This is what they did. This is exactly what they did. So here, check it out there. Okay, why not? Let's see if you can pull that up there, Lalita.
What do you want us to read? First paragraph, second?
Yeah, first paragraph. Yeah,
Okay,
right.
okay.
Preface. It says preface, I think.
Okay. Loud?
Yeah. Yeah, out loud, of course.
Yeah, okay. The unlimited glories of Bhagavad Bhakta are visible in the Puranas, Shrutis, Smritis, Mahabharata, and Ramayana, as well as the literatures of famous Vaishnava acharyas.
See the unlimited glories of Bhagavad Bhakti, especially the pure devotion, the pure bhakti. It's amazing. That's what we do here. This is the inspiration of devotees to teach the glories of pure bhakti. And Bhakti Vinod, he actually makes divisions about there's the pure bhakti and then there's the bhakti mixed, and even the bhakti mixed has a lot of auspiciousness in it. Yeah, go ahead.
By understanding the Svarupa or constitutional nature of Sudha Bhakti or unalloyed devotion.
Yeah, see, unalloyed devotion, no alloys. See, the constitution. This is what in this preaching is what's all about is what is pure bhakti? Yeah, and so a lot of people are misled. They think they're looking for pure bhakta. See, they should be looking for pure bhakti, which will manifest on a purified bhakta. who has that pure bhakti. They're in possession of it. And Lord Caitanya is so wonderful. He wants to give this pure bhakti, so that we can be purified by it quickly. Otherwise, it's a long road. See? And that's the essence of this preaching. Okay? This is I shouldn't even be speaking this is not the this is not like to be read to beginners and neophytes and all that just by the fact of reading this thing. But this has been the essence of my preaching, is how to distinguish Shuddha Bhakti, pure Bhakti, because it's glorious, and the Lord wants to give it as a gift so that we can be purified by pure Bhakti. Isn't that nice? And whatever's in there will be quickly dissolved and released. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I love it. By understanding the Svarupa or constitutional nature of Sudha Bhakti or unalloyed devotion, and genuinely engaging in its practice.
I would say I think you said the word wrong. Let me see.
Genuinely.
Oh, you said, okay. Say that again. Say every word right, because then it makes a big difference.
By understanding the Svarupa or constitutional nature of Sudha Bhakti or unalloyed devotion, and this word I cannot say, but I know what it means. Genuinely engaging.
Yeah, that's a key word, genuinely.
Yeah, really.
See, a lot of people, their bhakti is ingenuous still. Sometimes even here, it's a little mixed still, but that gets purified out gradually. It's like a diamond, a genuine diamond. See, it's a real diamond, and sometimes they're in a rough, right? And they need to be polished. See, so they really sparkle and shine. That's kind of how it is. The Lord's given us the real diamond, this pure devotion, but it's in the rough. It needs to be polished and matured. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And genuinely engaging in its practice as pure as possible, well, like it is, yeah. One can easily cross the ocean of nations.
Yeah, genuinely is like, you see, we keep, when you get this Bhakti Lata Bij, Lord Caitanya taught, you got to cultivate it. You got to water it. You got to, weed the garden. So we do some of that. You do it yourself a little bit, checking, and also if you're not aware of certain things, over on this side too, to help weed that garden. Yeah, because this way the bhakti grows, more luxuriantly, more pure, it becomes more pure. And what does it say? Overcomes, it does what? The last verse?
It overcomes, sorry. One can easily cross the ocean of
easily, yes, easily cross over the illusion like this. See, so that we try to keep it straight, keep it on straight, weed it out the garden a little bit. That's, you see, the glories of Sadhu Sangha. We're very fortunate to have this here, to take advantage. That's why it goes really quick. Yeah, go ahead more.
And achieve life's ultimate goal of Krishna Prem.
See, already some people have attained that already. Lalita's that's Krishna Prem. What do you think that is? As the symptoms, you can read it verbatim in the scriptures. Yeah. Some people have stuff still mixed in there a bit, and still, like in Lalita, there might be some little mixtures here and there, but it's a diamond, man. Like in Johann, there might be some little mix in there, but it's a diamond. It's the real thing. That's the main thing. And just by continually, Sadhu Sangha, hearing, chanting, remembering, watering, we overcome everything by that grace. This is Vrindavan. That's how they overcame all obstacles. Many devotees here, Johan, he's qualified to go to Vrindavan. Lalita's qualified to go to Vrindavan. But that doesn't mean, you go there and you're completely, completely 100% free of everything. No, you just got the ecstatic mood. The Lord has given it to you. Lord Caitanya has given that to you. Many people go to Vrindavan. You can read in the Bhagavatam, it says they're not completely freed of all their maybe little propensity to be goody two shoes. Even Lalita still has a little bit of sentimentality in there. But they go there. See, and then you're, again, just like here, you're associating with advanced devotees, right? You go there, what are you doing? You're associating with the most advanced devotees and Krishna. Oh my God. Talk about going fast. And just by that association and doing, bhajan, which is natural there, just like it's becoming natural here to do bhajan, right? It's natural to come here and chant Krishna's name in ecstasy. Who wouldn't want to do that when you're ecstatic? It's not a chore, is it? You look forward to it. Well, what do you think of Vrindavan is? People looking forward to meeting Krishna, to hearing about Krishna. We're starting here and already make it to the ecstatic stage, devotional service in ecstasy. Enter Vrindavan. What do they teach? We read from Narayan Raj, and even Prabhupada said, you got to be 100% pure to go into Vrindavan, which is true, actually, if you want to go to the spiritual Vrindavan. But Bhumi Vrindavan is another thing, which is, that would be good with, I'm good with that. Is anybody else good with that? You want to be with Krishna here in his pastimes? It's actually better, because there's preaching here, especially with Lord Caitanya. You're roaming around, making, pulling people out of Maya. Oh, man. In the spiritual world, they don't get such thing. They don't, because everybody is a pure devotee. This is called Leela Avatar. We get to be part of that group. See? Even now, it's nice to help devotees now. Isn't it nice? Help them. Look at Fernando's coming. He's getting all juiced up and making spiritual progress. Vrindavan is amazing. I stayed there the whole of January. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it is amazing. And you know what's more amazing? And the only way you'll find out is because you seem pretty new here, You want to know what's more amazing? And you don't have to take my word for it, but you have to come regularly long enough, and you'll see this is more amazing than Vrindavan. It should, it has to be, because Vrindavan is covered, more or less. Vrindavan is covered, you know why? Because unless you see prema bhaktas in Vrindavan, it's still covered. Many devotees don't know. They live in Vrindavan their whole lives. They don't know what prema is. They don't know. They've never seen it. There may be a little tears here and there, but not really full of blown out prema that Lord Caitanya showed and manifested. Well, that kind of prema is here. A lot of deep prema is here. Devotion, ecstatic. You can learn what is actual prema. It's nature. You can see it with your own eyes. You can see it, how it manifests in the bodies of devotees here spontaneously. Wouldn't that be a more expanded understanding and vision of Vrindavan? Otherwise, you just go there and it's a nice place and you'll feel the rays, the rays and the energies of Vrindavan. Okay? But you won't, unless you see prema bhaktas, that's only part of the experience of Vrindavan. So this is well known. That's why you see Krishna says, somebody's got to mute their, is it you or is it, maybe it's her. Is it you there? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you just get a partial experience, like Nityananda went to Vrindavan, and he said that. He said, I went to Vrindavan, but the deities were all covered. See, covered. There's a covering. Because the deity is right, is a living being, right? Moving around, and Krishna, when he's here, he's moving around, blissed out, exuding, crying, laughing, all this, and Radha and the devotees. It's a show. But it was covered, it went like submerged, covered, the jewels. And then somebody said, oh yeah, Radha and Krishna went to Navadvip. Go over there. There you'll see the Lord. It's uncovered. See, uncovered is this ecstatic devotion, this prema. Gauri says, okay, let's read. Yes, not sure why you are laughing, Lalita. I go there regularly. There you go. Hey, you're going to learn something. See, you come here for a while, come here 30, 60 days, and you'll learn the greatest secrets. I mean, of course, if your heart is inspired to follow this path in the way it's preached, but this is it between your heart. You may not. Who knows? But you got a chance by coming and following the process of hearing. This path only opens up by hearing. Okay? See, and you'll see there's a distinction, just like you said. See, you just said it. You've been to Vrindavan, and you're not sure why Lalita is laughing because you've never seen prema devotees like Lalita there. And that is the most auspicious. Matter of fact, you know what Bhaktisiddhanta said, and Prabhupada, and all of them say, if you just go to Vrindavan to take a bath, you're not very intelligent. See? You should go there to hear from a self-realized soul. See? That's intelligence. Now, what's the moral of those teachings? It's very simple. Okay, you don't even have to go the trouble of going all the way to Vrindavan to meet a self-realized soul, because you see those words, self-realized soul, you don't know what it shows up. It's just a word, isn't it? To most Vaishnavas, they'll quote that verse, go and see the self-realized soul, and it's all word, but you don't know the quality of a self-realized soul. You don't know their characteristics. And right now, you have a chance. You can see devotees, ecstatic devotees who have the qualities and the characteristics of self-realized souls. See? So, because there are people that are imitating self-realized souls, and they don't have the qualities, and you don't know because you've never seen them. But that's what we're here to teach everybody about. What are the qualities of self-realized souls? We're show and tell. We'll show you the qualities, and we'll show you the characteristics, and we'll glorify those absolute truths and make them so crystal clear that you can follow this path. Otherwise, there's too many obstacles, even in Vrindavan. Oh, there are dacoits there that'll rob your bhakti. There are tantrics, all kinds of obstacles there in Vrindavan. Only if you're not really a neophyte, which most people are, can you actually live in Vrindavan and reap its deep benefit. Okay, let's see. Of course, that is why we go there. Every soul has a specific path there, but there is no competition in consciousness. That's there. Yeah, that's unique. But I don't know if you heard what I said. Oh, I see. Lalita says, I explained that Vrindavan is consciousness. Is a consciousness, yeah. Yeah. Okay, anyway, go on, Lalita. I said what I said. That's why sometimes you got to hear things a few times and go ahead. Anyway, go ahead.
What to speak of the genuine practice of Sudha Bhakti, even
genuine practice.
Genuine. What to speak of the genuine practice of Sudha Bhakti? I will repeat that word. Even the attainment of a slight semblance of Bhakti can award the fourfold boons of Artha, economic development, Dharma,
Religiosity.
religiosity, okay, Kama, sense gratification, and Moksha, liberation. Therefore,
Yeah. See, wait. These are deep things, man. Even a semblance. See, even like a semblance is like um, uh, a slight amount of it, and maybe you pick up the reflection from the devotees, can award all these things. And that's why a lot of people, they get this semblance, they get economic development because people come and they think this, you become a teacher. You can become a teacher. You're not really deeply purified yet, but you have a semblance of this. And you're known as a religious person, but you're not really perfected in your bhakti. So that will come, that can come. See, you get some knowledge too, because there's some knowledge, but there'll still be some speculation there. See, and liberation, you can still speculate, but you have this, that you can attain liberation. You can get up to the level of oneness with God, qualitative equalness with the Lord, but you won't know the deeper realms of bhakti. Yeah, it happens here. I'm just speaking from my experience. People have done that. They get a little semblance. Hey, look, there you go. Christina is one. There you go. Got a little semblance. And she might be, maybe she's doing good. Maybe she got teaching now. Maybe people are coming because she's probably a little confident. Maybe it's helping her out to be a teacher and she getting money and there's some liberation in that because she does like Chaitanya Charitamrita. She doesn't understand all the deep concepts because you got to get more purified. See, so even that. Yeah, go ahead.
therefore, people in general, they become attracted towards the cultivation of bhakti.
Yeah,
But you,
see, that's usually devotional service with some motives. See, you like this bhakti and you think, oh, this is great. And then you have these desires too still, and you can get them fulfilled more easily. And that's kind of Krishna. He's always tries to lead people deeper. A lot of people, not all people are qualified to go all the way. Okay, what do we got here? Replying to Gabriel Dasi. That is why we go. Okay, and Amy says, yes, just by listening to you, we change from the inside out. Yeah, that's true. And did you tell Christina to write a book? I don't remember telling you to write a book. She probably thinks I said, I don't know. Yeah. She will not perfect her bhakti until she gets another chance to come back into a society of devotees. It's just how it is. Lord Caitanya taught this. Because you perfect your bhakti by acting as a devotee Bhagavan. See, first as a disciple, and then gradually as a guru. You'll just act as the qualities of the Lord. He takes over so much inside that it's him teaching by medium, right? What are these, just words, or they're actual facts? See, by medium, the Lord takes over and it's him teaching. Yeah, go ahead.
but due to being ignorant of the true nature of Sudha Bhakti, they usually come in contact with pretentious devotees who desire only wealth, women, and fame.
See, name and fame, wealth and women. See, pretentious. They pretend. See, and so you may get some raise. Like people come here, you know, they you can see they still have this thing. They want a man or they want a woman. See, they come here. Maybe they're mixed. They want a little. They like the bhakti, but that's still like, what do you call it, visible in their activities, and people feel it here, right? You could feel it, all that. But if you're making progress, you start to go. It starts to be purified out of you, and your intentions are more for bhakti. See? So that's why, you know, it's happening here, and why we allow. If you have a mixed desire, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, some people, you know, but if you want, you know, like you want both. Like even Sachi told me, she said, I want both. That's honest. I like that. You know? Or maybe she's different now. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she just wants bhakti now. What do you want? Bhakti now, or you want a little bit of both?
I'm kind of 75% bhakti now.
There you
Wanting
go.
that.
That's pretty good. Hey, progress.
Instead of 50-50.
Yeah, better. Hey, man, you make progress. Yeah, so that's there. Yeah. So, and you cannot, that's why honesty is just to admit it, right? Yeah. It feels better too. I tell you, you feel like, it's like you went to the black box with the priest in there, and you relieved. Oh, Father, I have sinned. I have a desire. I want a man. I want a woman. Feel, you know, okay, it's honest. Krishna can work with that. You know, it's only dishonesty. See, like if you're a fool and you don't admit you're a fool, that's why we try to nail people sometimes on that one. I nailed Sachi in the beginning on that. And then she felt all that bliss.
Yeah, you called me a fool, and I was like totally
offended.
No, I wasn't. I guess I was offended. I just jumped up and ran down and cried my eyes out for 30 minutes because I had come so far to get to there, and all of a sudden I'm just being called by a fool. I was like, I was shocked. That's what it was. I was shocked.
Yeah,
I thought I was a good person.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, they think they're good persons.
Yeah. And you said that Krishna laughed because he was called a fool. And I was like, well, how could God laugh being called a fool? Yeah. So you called me a fool.
Yeah.
And I got to feel the bliss.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, go on a little bit more. Let's see if we can. Thank you there, Sachi.
So, and under their influence, either practice false devotion or adopt devotional sentiments which are against the principles of pure devotion, all the while imagining them to be pure bhakti.
Yeah, that's good. Read that again. I'm going to break that down.
Yeah, okay. So the whole sentence. But due to be ignorant of the true nature of Suddha Bhakti, they usually come in contact with pretentious devotees who desire only wealth, women, men, and fame. And
that's what okay, I'll name, this is what I got in the Radhakund Babaji's and the Rayamraj.
Yeah.
See, their desire for name and fame and maybe some wealth in there, but I think it was more fame, you know, more worship was it, and the pride of that, you know, being proud and to being known as, and you can get that through austerities. See, austerities, renunciation, and then you're in the devotional, you know, like you have these books and this kind of, so that's pretentious devotion. And that's what they actually projected on me. They were saying, no, you've got false devotion because look at you, you're not a big devotee. See, they were teaching you got to be a big devotee you got to be superstar devotee. And what are what are you? You're nothing. So they project, you're pretentious. I always just naturally, I just love, just like Lalita, do you worship Krishna because you want something from Krishna other than just to relish his association?
No, because I want
was
to
like
be
that.
with him.
I was
want to
always
be
like
with
that.
him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, and they were projecting that, say, that's you, Gohari. But I seen the symptoms of pretension, and that's why I looked around for a year and a half, and I saw these people were pretentious, pretending. They don't really know what is Shuddha Bhakti. See, because this gift is so high, it is so deep that you can't get it in any other way except through the real devotee empowered with it, chosen. That's why the pastime with Lord Caitanya kicked the brahmachari out. The brahmachari was more austere than Narayan Raj or any of these Radhika, more. And these guys were pretty austere. I was amazed. I was austerity-wise, I was impressed. But I noticed they were preaching to be a pure devotee, you have to be austere and renounce. You can't have any material desires. I was thinking there's no hope for anybody because these guys nobody's going to be like that. And they were trying to imitate it. What a standard. See? So it's an impossible standard, especially in this Kali Yuga. And I was watching all these sannyasis falling down with women. The ones that were around 20 years, 30 years with Narayan Raj. Sometimes a brahmachari that was speaking to him, and this guy is a great brahmachari, he just disappeared. He left. He just left, and nobody would say anything. Why he left? We couldn't learn anything. It's all we don't want to disturb the illusion of what we're trying to create here. The guy had a reason for leaving. He was very close to Narayan Raj, but we don't get to learn anything. See? You can't learn any lesson. Well, why did you leave? I mean, can't you tell us? The guy lost faith. He saw too much. He saw that there's something not right. I would say. He's a very intelligent guy. See, pretentious devotion. See, Bhakti Vinod is very, he understands these very deep things. He's truly a resident of Vrindavan. I'm talking about my experience. See? So if you get the gift, you worship the Lord for his association because it's so great. And you may have, I've seen people, they may have the little desire, I like to be important. I want to be as big as Lalita or something. And there's a little competition mixed in there. But that all goes, just like everything else. That's how powerful it is here. You can't, this is why I'm trying to make the distinction. You come here long enough, you'll see. You can spend in your whole life in Vrindavan and not get the kind of accelerated purification here. That's here. Simply because prema is here. And the empowered teachings, because of it, is here to quickly bring people up to that understanding. You know how many people in Vrindavan, they don't know fully the mercy of Lord Caitanya? They don't preach it often. They're Radhe, 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 right? Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. But no. Lord Caitanya. And he came to teach us how to quickly attain Vrindavan through them. He made it more clear. It wasn't clear in Vrindavan that you need to go through the devotee to get that mood. It's sort of there. I mean, I can pull it out, but who can pull it out? I can pull it out now because of Lord Chaitanya's mercy and say, well, look, Uddhava, he went to Vrindavan because he was a rasic devotee and he could not get that intimacy that those devotees have in Vrindavan because of not having that association. He had to go there to get it. Krishna could not give it to him. He had to see those devotees. And that's why Lord Caitanya came as a devotee. See, Lord Caitanya made all this clear. That's why I'm preaching this, because he's made it clear to me, and I pay it forward here. That's why I say over and over again, real devotees of that level have to have received the mercy in a previous life. Otherwise, to get it here with the kind of gurus I've seen and the kind of beliefs they have, it just wouldn't happen. You would just go another generation of so-called Raghunuga Bhaktas without the genuine jewel. Okay? That's why you see Bhakti Vinod. We know the guy was sent. He didn't just pick this up from this life. Prabhupada didn't just become like he was just from this life. See, all the leaders are like that. Isn't that interesting? All of them. Look at all Lord Chaitanya's devotees, all of them in their life, Vrindavan devotees. I couldn't find one living guru I was impressed with, not one. Okay. Now is different. You see the difference now? From one. Now, and we got the order from Prabhupada in 1996. Teach these confidential secret teachings publicly. And the Lord will draw them. And he is, right? Drawing them right here. Whoever's meant to come will come. That's why if you want to know this, what is your name over there? Gabriel? Is it Gabriel or something?
Gauri Gabriela.
Yeah, if you follow this understanding, to come here regularly for like a month or two, you'll know things you cannot know in this whole life, even if you lived in Vrindavan. I know it's a bold claim, but take the challenge and see for yourself. Otherwise, you won't see. You'll just go with your idea and think, well, no, I don't agree with that. And just go and do your Vrindavan trips and everything. And you will not know what the things are, the real secrets of Vrindavan that we know and that we experience daily. That's how it's done, man. It's always been done like that. What did Lord Caitanya? He came to the holy dhams. He came to Vrindavan. He came physically to Vrindavan. He came physically to Puri. He came physically to Navadvip and Mayapur. That's how important the devotees are, to come either to a holy place or a sinful place. It doesn't matter. It comes holy. Wherever they are, becomes purified because of the bhakti they draw. See, emanate. From them ecstatic emanates. By their word, all ignorance is destroyed. You think you could learn this, what I just told you in this thing, in Vrindavan? You might have to hear what I said about 10 times before it really sinks in. Maya has bitten everybody in this world. People are in a coma. How many times do I repeat the same things over and over again? Each day you need a daily injection, people have diabetes, they got to go a daily injection. Yeah, well, daily injection of the same medicine. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship Krishna with prema, I give them the understanding how to come to me. You think how many people worship the Lord with prema bhakti in Vrindavan now? You can't even tell who they are because nobody knows their qualities. Oh, it's all over in the books, but unless you're a devotee Bhagavat with the experiences of prema, you cannot know them or teach them. That's the situation of the dhams now. Lalita knows. She's been there, right? How many pure devotees, ecstatic devotees? She even went to a crying school, and they said it is not allowed to cry in our crying school. Simply because we can't do it, so we're going to say, we want to keep the term crying school because it's related to Gaur Govinda Maharaj, because he had crying school. He said he'd have a crying, and people were crying. But they lost that ability to cry, but they liked the name crying. So come to our crying school where you don't see any crying. My God, am I crazy? Or are these crazy things people are doing in this world, or teaching in this world. I'm so ecstatic. I'm so, with a big poo. I'm so ecstatic. I'm so ecstatic. Oh yeah, your body looks really ecstatic. Oh, my guru's giving me so much mercy, right? She called, Lalita said, what mercy? No words come out. No experience. Like parrots. Quack, quack, mercy, mercy, mercy. Parrot brain. Anyway, that's the world. Okay, what else?
Reading, huh? Reading. So, coming under the influence of those desiring impersonal liberation, they practice a shadow or reflection of real bhakti and deceive themselves. Thus,
And that's what if you come here, some people are like that. The reflection and the shadow of the bhakti. The reflection is the reflected rays from those engaged in pure bhakti. They like those rays. That's the arjais, right?
yeah.
And some people even here, they like the rays, the shadow, but they're not interested in the service. They're interested in liberation and salvation and to be one with God. See, that's why anybody like that, you need to surpass that. You need to repent. You need to say, yeah, man, I'm a schmuck, man. I'm here because I just want the rays. I just want to be saved. I don't want to serve. I'm not into serving. I don't want to serve the devotees to follow the real path. See? So, you got to know your position. Otherwise, how are you going to make any advancement? You're just going to come here and unconsciously you're here for what? I just want to take these rays so I can be liberated. I just want to be liberated. Service? No. See, that shows. So, but gradually, if you stick around, gradually the stone will wear down, hopefully. Look how Bhakti Vinod, he really nails these things, doesn't he? We nail them too because we get the living experience of all these things happening. He must have also seen all of this. He's writing about his own experience. That's why I can speak about him because, it's all happening here too, Go ahead.
Must be something that always comes back, that's in human being, that's inside of the false egos.
Yeah. Well, people have different desires. Some people do come because they want service. They have this thing, they want to serve. And some people just want to be equal with God. They want to be equal with Guru. They want to be one. They don't understand the glories enough because they're blinded by that desire. Even here, you can come here and be blinded by that desire. See, which showed up in that guy, Arjai. He had that blinded by that desire to be like equal to Guru. See, it shows up. Oh yeah, I was Gaur Hari Das's teacher in another life, and you were this and you were that, and it's like, see, that's desire to be equal with God, which is that oneness level, that impersonal. It's very impersonal. You can only rise to that level. Like the demons get that. If you're killed by Krishna, that's why here you may have that and still get liberation. You get liberation because, hey man, if the Lord gives you that, the Lord is here too. If that's your desire, okay, go ahead, enter the Brahman. Sayuja, mukti. The devotees don't like that. No, you want to serve the Lord. Even by chanting is such a great service to serve the Lord's happiness. See, it's very subtle. To serve the Lord's happiness means surrender, truly. That means you got to surrender your desire to be God. Your desire to be that. See? Otherwise, if you're just a servant, that means the Lord is you're a part of that Lord. You're a part of serving that Lord, making that Lord happy. Yeah? Having him express the love of God expressed through you. And you're here to facilitate that like a servant, right? But, so a lot of people might be blinded by that desire for a while. So sometimes it takes some lifetimes to figure this out. What are we doing? That's why, we're using our time pretty wisely here, huh? Yeah. Go ahead, Lalita. What else?
Hence the most merciful Bhakti-Rasacharya, Srila Rupa Goswami, has explained in his book, Sri Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the true nature of Suddha Bhakti on the basis of scriptural evidences. Moreover, he has described the nature of Chala Bhakti, pretentious devotion, Abhasa Bhakti, a semblance of devotion, Pratibimba Bhakti, a reflection of devotion, Karmi Mishra Bhakti, devotional mixed with fruitive action, Jnana
Yeah, that's,
Mishra.
a lot of Christians have that. See, they want to do good deeds. See, they think by doing good deeds, they have maybe some raise, some realization of the Christ in them, but it's mixed with this. They want to do. They want to build hospitals and all that, mixed with fruitive intentions. See? So you got all these classifications, all alloy. It's all alloys. Okay? But even Bhakti Vinod to attain, this is what they were teaching in ISKCON. Well, they don't even teach, but in the Radhakund Babaji's and the Narayan Maharaj group, they teach you have to sadhana siddha your way, even though they talk about you need the mercy of a devotee, but they're not that devotee because you don't get it. They're not, they talk about, they go, oh yeah, if you get the mercy of the Vaishnava, then you can get prema, and they talk about it, but nobody does it. Yeah, I remember I was in the Narayan Maharaj group, and they were talking about, oh yeah, you get the mercy of Vaishnava and you'll get prema, and you know what it was mixed with? He always said this. Yeah, if you get the mercy of Vaishnava, you get prema, but you guys are not qualified. You're not qualified to get the mercy. I thought that was interesting. See, in other words, you got to be fruit. It's some fruit of by your works, by your works and by your sadhana and your strict following everything. Then you get qualified for the mercy of a Vaishnava.
Can I say
Doesn't
something?
work. No, not yet. Not yet. That's why I'll keep you down in my preaching. Because see,
hurry, I'm going to add to what you're saying.
Yeah, I know, and
I'm
I
not
don't want.
I'm not here to take away.
Sorry, there. I don't want the ad. Otherwise I just lose this thing here. Sachi, I'm telling you, man. That's why I kept what's his name down. If I keep Johan down, because sometimes he has a desire, he wants to speak. I feel the pressure, and something's coming through and channeling. But you got the pressure. You want to add. I know, and that's okay. It's natural that I keep you down. I'll pull you back up. Just stay there. When I'm ready, you can add. I'm sorry. I'm the controller here. Or is Krishna? I don't know. Oops. She's offended. Just remember, Sachi, blessed are those who are not offended by these things. And blessed are those who are also. So everybody wins. Win-win. Yeah. What was I talking about, Lalita? Did I lose it?
And even me, I lost it now.
Yeah. That's the problem. That's why we have to be a little bit, See. Yeah. God, that was a good one too. It was important. Oh, read the last sentence again. Maybe it'll come back. Anyway, Sachi, don't worry about it. It just is what it is.
I will read it again. So I will he described the nature of Chala Bhakti, pretensions devotion, all these kinds of Bhakti. Abhasa Bhakti, a semblance of devotion. Pratibimba Bhakti, a reflection of devotion. Karma Mishra Bhakti, devotion mixed with fruitive action. Jnana Mishra Bhakti, devotion mixed with impersonal knowledge.
Yeah. See, all of these things, these are, yeah. So as I said, when I was in these groups, I saw some of these mixtures, and it's okay if the mixtures are there and you know they're there. See, but the leaders didn't know. They were under the influence of these things. And it came out in their preaching. See, this is high level stuff. I mean, this is only if you have the mercy of Lord Caitanya can you understand such topics. This is and that's why the book he's taking this from the Nectar of Devotion, but it's actually the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which was by Rupa Goswami. Nectar of Devotion is a summary study from Prabhupada, the summary study of that. But the original book is to teach about these things. And usually what they're teaching is by your sadhana, you got to step by step reach these higher levels. It's not going to happen, man. No, the mercy of Lord Caitanya is covered. We're uncovering it. Just like in Vrindavan, the deities were covered. Well, Mayapur is covered. See, Lord Caitanya, his teachings are covered. We're here to uncover them. That's why Prabhupada was so happy. He said, oh, yeah, man. You're doing what I want you to do exactly. Dude, it has my full approval. Uncover Mayapur. Uncover the path to Vrindavan, the real path. The mercy of Lord Caitanya, which I had already. I wasn't, gradually got more and more clear. So I just teach the mercy of Lord Caitanya, and we have it. That's our niche for the Vaishnavas. That's our contribution. That's a pretty powerful contribution, would you say? To be able to be deeply attached to the name and pastimes of the Lord, because that is the only way to understand Krishna in truth, Radha in truth, without attachment, devotional attachment, increasingly purified because you got the gift. The Bhakti Lata Bij, which is attachment, genuine attachment. The diamond, even in the rough, is a genuine attachment. And you just keep polishing it, Hare Krishna, in association devotees. It gets brighter and pristine more and more and more. This is the path we're teaching here. How are you going to get that going to Vrindavan? No, you got to meet the devotees like that, but they're so rare. I'm not just making these things up. These are all verses. Krishna says, going to Vrindavan, worshiping my deity, taking bath in the Yamuna and the Ganges, doing devotional practices there. It purifies after a long time. But my devotees purify just by being seen. Can you imagine? Just by seeing them. Why? What is this being seen important? Because if you see a real devotee and they're not hiding and covering the truth, you're going to see ecstasy, like that lady said. She says, oh, I'm not sure why you're crying. Oh, really? See, you get to see Vrindavan devotees not covered. You go to Vrindavan, you've been there, and you don't see anybody crying. But here you see a Vrindavan devotee crying. That's better, isn't it? You see the real nature of bhakti. Now you're really learning something important, right, Freddie? This is important stuff, wouldn't you say? Give it. Am I speculating there, Freddie? No.
Not at all.
Am I speculating there, Freddie? I got to hear it twice.
Not at all.
Am I speculating? Okay, Lolita, what else we got there?
Okay. So, in the realm of devotion, the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is unanimously accepted as the most authoritative literature, but it was composed in the Sanskrit language. So, for the benefit of people in general, in his Bhakti Tattva Viveka, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has presented the grave and deep conceptions of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu in the Bengali language of the straightforward and easily understandable manner.
Yeah, easy, straightforward and easy, understandable. No, I learned that. No, it is not. It's straightforward, but not easily understood. I seen those who don't know these by relating, by relationship, by experience, try to understand what he's saying here. All they do is speculate and project their own contaminated consciousness. No, you need a real devotee empowered by the Lord, whether it's the Lord who reveals these things, of a real by medium. Nobody can know such deep things or understand them just from the book. Isn't that the problem with Prabhupada's books? Isn't that what Johan read them 5 times? And he said now he's understanding them. Because you got to follow the process, man. By regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam. Don't tell me you're too advanced to do regular classes in Bhagavatam unless you're a prema bhakti with the symptoms. And by service to the devotee, all that's troublesome to the heart is eliminated. See, all your troubles go away. Troubles of ignorance, ignorant thinking go away. And then, see, this love for God awakens by the mercy of such a process. But the speaker better, and the one you're serving better be like that. Be authorized. Otherwise, it's not working. If it was all working just with the book, with the Rhythmics or these living dead gurus, where's the prema? If you're preaching, where's the Maharaj Prikshits after 7 days? How about we gave him 50 years after Prabhupada, still no Maharaj Prikshit made. 50 years of the Rhythmics doing their Rhythmic thing like Balaram. Still the same person, doesn't make no advancement. Then these living dead gurus, you're dead without this bhakti he's talking about here. You're not alive yet. You're not even born. You're a baby, man. In the womb still. Krishna isn't pushed up and out. I don't see you hugging any baby. Do you ever see any of these gurus hugging babies there, Freddie? Where's their baby they're hugging, man, embracing? Because if you're embracing your baby Krishna, you're going to have tears of love because of your newborn. You're going to be proud of that baby, and you're going to, I want to glorify Krishna, my baby. My baby, da-da-da-da-da. How's that one go, Amy? My baby. I remember this, an old teenage song. She'll come up with it. She knows all these things. She's our Rangaleka. He used to come up with all these. Yeah. Go ahead, Lalita. What else we got there? What else?
Okay. Next. Let's see. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is an intimate, eternal associate of the Savior of the masses in the age of Kali.
See, I love that. Intimate, eternal associate of the Savior. Who's the Savior? I want to hear that again.
Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is an intimate, eternal associate of the Savior of the masses in the age of Kali.
Savior of the masses.
Satchinandana Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Savior of the masses. What does that mean?
The mercy.
Oh, yes, you're saved. Look at these Vaidhi Bhaktas, man. Wow. They still see God is over there and they're over here, and they do their flowery pujas, and they do the Varnashram Dharma. Yeah, I guess it's a kind of, something kind of, maybe, I don't know. What do you think? Are they completely saved or just a little saved there, Freddie? Maybe they're saved after, like, they're on, in due course, maybe a few lifetimes or something. They
Saved
start
from the street, maybe.
Yeah. But, to be really saved, I mean, if you want to go by what he said, right? The savior of the masses. Well, that means you got to know the teachings of Lord Caitanya is what we're teaching. Being saved to me is, hey, where's your devotional service and ecstasy, your qualification to enter the kingdom of God? Hey, where are these tears, man? Where's this laughter that lady doesn't understand? Yeah, where are these symptoms of being saved? Yeah, go ahead, Lolita. What else?
Okay. So, Sachinandana, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after the associates of Sri Gaurahari, such as the six Goswamis, Sri Krishna Das Kaviraj, Sri Naruttama Das Thakur, and Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, after they left this world and entered the unmanifested pastimes, the 100 years that followed are considered a dark period for the Gaudiya Vaishnava line. Whoa.
Wow. See,
Whoa.
Yeah, there it was. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, a dark period. Yeah. Yeah, let's take that. So, see, the Lord went into his unmanifested pastimes. See, they were manifest here. So what were those manifest pastimes? This ecstatic revelation of himself. See, so there was a person there. You saw an actual spiritual master, the Lord himself coming as a devotee, who mastered the spirit. Because of real devotion, he could attract the beauty of Krishna and relish it, taste it. The manifest pastimes of the Lord, right? What's the unmanifest pastime? They disappear. And there's a dark period. What is the dark period? No ecstatic prema, man. No ecstatic manifestation.
Voilà. Yeah.
That's the dark period.
The Vaidhi period.
Yeah, and infiltrated into the Sampradaya was what you see here now in the Narayan Raj and Radhakund Babaji's. It's still unmanifest. You cannot cheat Krishna. If he wants to manifest his pastimes, he will, and he does. By his will only will those be manifest. That's why it's manifest here and not in the Narayan Raj group, not in the ISKCON group, and amongst the, it's unmanifest. Of course, they'll say, well, we on no shows, and they speculate and juggle the scriptures to mean that, oh yeah, it's all about the unmanifest pastimes, but it's manifest. We're actually manifesting the unmanifested pastimes without any manifestation. Now that's proper logic, isn't that, Freddie? Isn't that very logical? My Guru, he's so great. He's the manifest mercy of Lord Caitanya in an unmanifested way. And that's the manifestation, is the unmanifest. People believe this stuff. They think, oh, wow, what an intelligent teaching that is. See, not the self-evident. Okay, Lord Caitanya was here. Ecstatic devotion was here. The manifest pastimes of the spiritual world, because everybody in the spiritual world is like that. The spiritual world is now manifest in the world because there's a person here and persons here. Oh, the same thing now. The manifestation of the spiritual world is here again in Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place and not anywhere else. Yeah, there you go. I said it. Prove us wrong, right? Yeah, show us where the manifest pastimes is anywhere but here. Please. Let's see. You know what the manifest pastimes are? What was the manifest pastimes? Say headed by Advaita and Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya. Oh, they chanted the holy name with the tears and the laughter and the ecstasy and the symptoms of closeness with Lord Chaitanya that he came to bring. Oh, where's that manifestation of those manifest pastimes of that kind of chanting in Acharya Dev or Radhanath or ISKCON or Narayan Raj or any of them, for God's sake? Where, Lord, is that manifest? Only in Lord Chaitanya's grace place, and they think Gohari and Lalita are mad. We are madly manifesting. We can't do it on our own. We're just serving, man. The Lord wants to do what he wants to do. We got the order. We just, do the order, man. I like doing that order. That order is really, gives me more happiness than anything I can find. Yeah. So anyway, people need to know, what is the manifest pastimes of Lord Chaitanya? What does it mean to be unmanifest? And what does it mean to be remanifested? What is the implications? What is the importance? Well, that's how devotion is spread. You have to see the manifest pastimes of Lord Chaitanya's highest pastimes, God's, his incarnation's highest pastimes. Higher than Jesus Christ. Yes, higher than Jesus Christ. It's time to make the distinction, isn't it? Where do you see the manifestation of Jesus Christ on compare them, man. Where do you see the manifestation of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes in compared to Jesus's pastimes? Because this isn't the standard, how ecstatic they are, how conclusive, how much deep teachings there is. Wouldn't that be a good standard or a proper standard? Satchidananda standard? Well, compare Jesus and Lord Chaitanya. Nobody wants to do that. It's offensive? No, it's distinctive. Because if you compare them both, if you have, which you can get more intelligence by listening to logical discourse on that, of course you would go to Lord Caitanya. Well, if you're deeply attached to Jesus, you might, go to Jesus and, you can have that relationship with the Christ. But I think Lord Caitanya is attractive too. I mean, like Murari Gupta and Uddapam, they love Lord Caitanya, but they also love their worshipable deity. It's your choice at that point. They didn't exclude Lord Caitanya. We teach Lord Caitanya here. You'll love Jesus Christ better if you come here. Why not? Jesus Christ is inside Lord Caitanya. Yeah, everything's in him. Everything! Advaita says, there are millions of Advaitas even. Millions of Advaitas are inside you. See, and each universe has an Advaita, I guess, That's how great, glorious Lord Caitanya is. Look how intelligent he makes Freddie. Steady Freddie. Give us a word, Freddie. How is this impacting on you? What do you have? What have you realized so far today?
Some have the urge to speak a lot, but when I come in the stream, I don't have the urge to speak, just to absorb what you are saying, and then you get stoned like I don't know what kind of drugs you are giving me.
Really?
So yes, it's so it's so profound what you are saying, manifest and unmanifest. If you see these pastimes of Lord Caitanya and how he was dealing with these devotees when he embraced them, they fell unconscious on the floor from ecstasy. So that is manifestation of bhakti. All these symptoms, these transcendental symptoms, they were manifest in the pastimes of Lord Caitanya. And we don't see them in ISKCON, not at all. I have seen many gurus, I've seen them speaking all from the intellectual theological platform, but I've never saw a guru getting tears on the Vyasasana, never. I saw several, maybe 10 ISKCON gurus, sannyasis. So, and some were very knowledgeable, but dry, it was all dry intellectual knowledge. And here, yeah, you get, you see the juice, it's, yeah, you taste the honey, and that was, it was not there, it was just not there, it was not manifest. Here everything is manifest. You see the devotees laughing, you see them crying, you see them faltering voices, they get tears, it's all manifest here. And then they say, what is that, what is that? That's but they don't have the patience to come here and listen long enough, go to the purification. No, they always want to argue with you. They always want to explain you how bhakti is and how it is manifested. But they are just, yeah, they are just fools. They are just fools. Or just like Christ would say, they are filthy rags in the eyes of my Father. So they think, oh yes, my sadhana, with my sadhana, I will get my Lord. But sadhana kripa is not the path for Kali Yuga. It's the kripa. We need the kripa of the devotee. That's what we need in Kali Yuga. We are so fallen, we are so low, and that's why Prabhupada was the Patita Pavana. He came for the most fallen, but he gave them first the Vaidhi path, so that they come a little bit together here, up in the mode of goodness, maybe at best, for all these, you know, these hippies from the 60s and the 70s, you know, they needed regulations, they needed to control their senses more so that they could grasp a little bit what Prabhupada was explaining, because you cannot understand the deep intricacies of spiritual life, of Radha and Krishna. That is just, if you are in those lower modes, you cannot understand. It's impossible. You need to listen properly, get the plugs out of your ears, and humble yourself in front of the rasic devotee, and then Krishna, okay, now you're listening. Okay, now you're listening. Now I can take away this weed, and I can take away this weed, and at the same time I will give you some ecstasy, but the purification needs to go deeper and deeper and deeper, so that the rasa also gets deeper and deeper. So, and that is the process what we are going through, every one of us here in this sangha. And yes, those who don't want to come into the fire, if you come in front of the guru, it's coming in front of Krishna, and then the fire of purification is there. It's unavoidable, so it's necessary. Why are we fallen souls? Why are we fallen souls? Everybody who takes birth in Kali Yuga is a filthy fallen souls. So nobody is advanced. Or you must have it from a previous lifetime. Very, very exceptional souls have it, like you had an awakening through Christ, and then it progressed through Prabhupada with Lord Caitanya. So everything is in a progressive state, and Lord Caitanya, yeah, is the most munificent avatar that was ever on the planet. So all these confidential things about this Mahabhav, Radharani, that was not revealed in the Bible, not at all. In the Bible, it's not even revealed how God looks like. Christ spoke about the Father, but did he ever say that God is a bluish dark personality, you know, in Satchit and Ananda? That is never explained in the Bible. You only find these exclusive explanations in the Vedas. And even if you read these Vedas and you have this knowledge, then the knowledge is still not realized. It becomes realized if you hear it from a rasic devotee. Then the knowledge becomes gradually realized. But who has the patience? Who has the patience to listen? And who has the patience or tolerate, the purification, what's going on here? It's like you
Yeah.
say, it is deep stuff. It is really deep stuff. And most
Yeah.
come here.
Yeah, I want to say something first on this one point here before we forget it. Yeah, and see, the thing is, if you get the mercy of Christ, you will not get the realizations Lord Chaitanya gave, because I know personally, the realization is what Jesus said. That's what he declared. He said, "May they be one like we are one." You'll experience that closeness with God to that point where you'll see the Lord is everywhere. Max, that would be the max realization. You see that the Lord is the super soul in everybody and everything, but up to that point, but you don't know his deeper nature. That's the shiksha that we have to get. See, we have to have that shiksha from Lord Chaitanya, and that's why you can't. If you want to go deeper, you have to get the shiksha. That Lord Chaitanya taught that. He learned the different subject matters from different devotees who had different, these deep level realizations, and were empowered to teach these different subjects. This is Anjalila teaching in chapter 7. See, that's what it gets you. It dismantles the false ego that thinks they can know everything on their own. No, no, you need shiksha. Christians need shiksha if they want to go this deep, because Christ will bring you to that one point. He showed me. He showed me the result of his following that path. Everything. He showed me the crucifixion. He showed me the the crucifixion and the crown of thorns, the transfiguration. Personal experience going through all of that, and then the resurrection, resurrecting. It's a new life and everything, and brought me to the point of seeing the Father, of how the Father is not like a father, like mundane. It's Father is a great concept, because when it's related to God, you see how the Father, that one Father, is like we have one Father, right? One Father in the world. You have one Father, but this one Father is not just localized, everywhere, in everything. So beautiful. I realized, I said, wow, Jesus, this is amazing. This is so well said. But to know that is another thing. You have to realize that, experience that one Father is, but in everywhere. That's the unlimited, the one Father that is unlimitedly manifest. See? But that's not the deepest revelation. The deepest one is Lord Caitanya, the latest avatar. So anybody with sufficient intelligence or association here, you get it. You'll naturally come and learn. And I mean, you'll come into the candy store with us and eat honey and candy and all that. Go ahead, my friend. Continue. Did you forget now? Did I do a sachi on you? I did a sachi on you.
No, you do the opposite. You make me speak. This is just a wonderful process. It's the most complete process you can imagine on the planet. And yeah, now with the technology we have, you come so easily daily on Facebook Live or on YouTube Live, so you can experience it yourself. Guru is there sitting on his Vyasasana, and he is speaking from a different continent, and you can receive the vibration in another continent, and it works. You even don't have to be in the physical presence of the Guru. So that's how vibration is transmitted, through this channel of technology, and it enters deep into the ears, it enters deep into the heart, and then the purification takes place, and then everything falls into place. And yeah, you just be here and just listen and present all your doubts and whatever is there and your desires to present it to the guru, and then everything will be fine. You will go to the purification, and soon, before you know, your silly desires will be gone, and then Krishna can use you as a guru. But first you need to go through the process and stick to your prema guru, and don't leave him and think, oh, now I don't need him anymore, and I can make my own disciples, and I can become, a big personality. Then you are separated from your spiritual family, and then you get in trouble. Vrindavan is the one huge big family. Everybody is connected with the Supreme Lord, and there is interconnection with all these pure souls. But they never run away from each other. No, they stay into the Vrindavan family, and that's what we have to do here also. Stick to your family. With this family, you go back to Godhead. You go to the spiritual world. So how can you leave the most sacred family? What will bring you back at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna and Ramana and Mother Yashoda and Father Nanda.
Yeah, very good. Looks like Amy is really popping there, huh? What is she saying? Anybody want to read Amy's? You can read if you want their Amy's thing.
Amy is writing a lot now at this moment. Let's see where she. Here she says, and look at how we have this ever-growing group of God lovers, united with a mutual purpose and the mutual love and devotion to our guru leader. And then she says, yes, you have to humble yourself and be a little bud that is growing into a flower through the nourishment of Guru's word and association. I like to think of myself that way, and Gaura Hari is my guard. Oh no, Gaura Hari is my gardener. Yeah. Yes, that's also very poetic. And then she says, my opinion sucked because I had no actual teachers, no actual authority. My opinion was just a formulation of a lost ego searching for truth. I am just seeker of truth. I thank my lucky stars for you people and this amazing preaching. Yes, she says sometimes deep things in a very funny way. And then David Balaram is saying, is that crater-like lake behind you that's very close to you up the mountain, a day trip? Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Hawaii now, so this is one of the mystic powers you get being a devotee. You get to transport yourself instantly to different locations. Of course, the best ones.
So if I come downstairs, I'm in Hawaii, Guru Maharaj?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, again, I forgot to tell you. So you got to just come down when we start talking if you want to come. Otherwise, I forget. What does it say? Never will there be a day that I think I don't need Gorahari. Screw that guy. That's never going to happen. This is the life force juice. Yeah, you see, this is personal realizations. These are, that's why this comes from realizing the path by following it. She, just from her heart, that's why you see Jesus came up with the point. Blessed are the pure in heart, they shall see God. See, some people, they just kind of have that kind of heart, they just come here, and Fanny is another one. I think they're like twin souls or something. They just have this kind of simple, heart open.
Pure.
Yeah. And
No pretension, nothing.
Yeah, no pretension, natural humility, but not feigned. Yeah, and they get it. They get it, and so Krishna gives himself, and these are the symptoms. You get realization and understanding, and you act like a real disciple just from your heart. Convinced, solid. That's the way the devotees of Lord Caitanya were. Yeah, they were just, there was no other god or guru or goddess. It was their association, and those who are really bonded with the transcendental Lord, not pretentious devotees. They're outsiders. That's why all these groups are outsiders here. All of them I mentioned, they're outsiders. They can come inside, but that's why we're preaching here, is bring them inside. That was Lord Chaitanya's his mercy upon the world, to bring them inside. That mercy of Lord Chaitanya is expressing through us to bring people inside. This is your golden opportunity. You don't get it, you just more or less stay like you guys are. I'm not impressed with anybody. This is impressive. But many people sincerely following this path are impressive. It's impressive, when what's that guy's name? Freddie. When he, when Freddie says, "Wow, I get intoxicated by hearing." Yeah, see, that's what it's supposed to be. That's impressive. See, that means you can appreciate the conclusive truth, like Lord Caitanya and his devotees. It becomes your life, like it's the life of all devotees. See, that's what. Why else would Freddie come here every day? Why else? I was wondering, what is he getting from this? I mean, he's not rolling on the ground, but he was. See, he's tasting this. He's getting taste. He's getting this ecstatic drunkenness, I guess.
He's a silent enjoyer.
He's a silent enjoyer. He's the silent majority, or silent minority. He represents the silent minority here. Okay, we got to go shopping, so let's end it here. Thank you. Oh, wait. Sachi, if you want to come on, you can come on now and share. Unless you're still mad at me. Maybe you left. Are you still here? And Freddie is a very intelligent person. His opinion is important to me because he knows what he's talking about. Yeah, see, Freddie, you got a fan. A lot of people like Freddie. You notice that? Only if you're inconclusive would you hate him. Come on, Sachi, come up there and share. I bet she left. She probably got burnt out.
Like he says, Sachi, she thinks she's not there anymore. I can't see it.
Yeah, she probably left. She's purifying. Okay. Till we meet again, my friends. We'll see you later. Thanks, Freddie, for coming on too.